Claude Cowork now has a brand new way for you to create skills and automate your workflow. It's called Screen Record. This new feature allows you to record your screen while you're doing the task. You can talk through it as you go, and Claude will automatically turn it into a skill that you can run again. So instead of having to manually write the skill, we can now just record our screen, talk through the process of what we're doing, and then Claude is going to analyze that and turn it into a skill. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how that works. I'm going to test it out, so let's get right into it. So currently this is available on the Pro, Max, or the Team plans. So let's jump into Claude Cowork. So here we're looking at the Claude desktop app, and to access Cowork, we can just toggle onto the Cowork button here. And on the plus sign here, we're able to see record a skill. We can click on it, and then we're going to see record a skill. The screen, clicks, typing, and voice are recorded, then sent to Claude and turned into a repeatable skill. Don't type passwords or secrets or display sensitive information or private conversations while recording. And when we come to the bottom here, we are able to select our microphone. So I'll just go with system default. So before you start, I think it's good to close any of the tabs on the browser that is not associated with the specific task. And then you also want to walk through your workflow a couple of times before you do this so that you are clear about the exact steps so that you can show it effectively. So let me go ahead to do just that. Let me close out all the screens and only leave the browser and the tabs that we're going to use. Okay, so once we are ready, let's click on start recording. And then we need to grant the Mac OS permissions. To record your screens on action, grant the Mac OS permissions below. For accessibility, we can click on request, turn this on, and then we'll see granted. And for screen recording, we can also press on request and then turn on Claude here, approve it. And then we would need to restart this, so we can just click on quit and reopen. So once this is reopened, we can make sure the Cowork tab is toggled and come to the plus sign again. Click on record a skill. So the skill that I'm going to train Claude to do is to help me record some affiliate commissions on a platform that does not have like API access. So it cannot be done like automatically. Every day we need to like manually come in to kind of check. So that's what I'm going to train Claude to help me do. So let's click on start recording. So what I want you to do is click on Fastmoz Stats here. And once you click on it, you will need to log in. So we can click on login. Just log in to the account. And once it says login successful, we can click on the Fastmoz Stats link. And then you'll see the affiliate commissions that are earned every day. Some days we may not have it, but for the days that we do have it, I want you to record it on the spreadsheet. So for example, we can just copy and paste this date, and then we can paste it here. So this would be date, and then this was earned $26. So we can put down 26 here, and we can name this commission. So basically, I just want you to copy over the purchase time, which is the date on the spreadsheet, and also the affiliate commissions. Now, if it's in a different currency, so for example, this is in Great Britain pound, we would need to convert it into US currency. So we can take 16, come to Google, enter in number. So this would be 21. And now we can paste it in here. We want to align this. This is the money column. And we can align this column on the left. And then once you're done, let's click on done. And then you're going to see 123 steps. And then you're going to see I recorded a demonstration of a desktop workflow for you to learn from. And then it's saying I'll review this demonstration and set up a reusable skill for it. Let me first check what skill proposal tooling is available. And then for this, let's go with Drive Chrome automatically. Where should the commissions get recorded? Let me go with one fixed tracker sheet. So we're going to have a dedicated sheet for that. How should non-US commissions be handled? Convert all to USD. So once we have that, we submitted it, and then it's going to work through building out the skill. So basically, we just recorded exactly what we did on a computer, and it's going to build out a repeatable skill that can do that work for us. So here we're looking at the skill's name, Fastmoz Commission Tracker. And here we're looking at the steps, step 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to ask me 2 things before it finalizes. The skill needs the link to your fixed tracker Google Sheets, so it always writes to the right place. Could you paste it? So we can certainly paste that. So we could just come in here, click on share. So we can name it Fastmoz Commission Tracker. Click on save. And then anyone with link, is able to edit it. You can copy link. And it's also mentioning driving Google Sheets through the browser works, but it's the more fragile part. If you ever add a Google Sheets connector with write access, the skill will be noticeably more reliable. And I believe I already have the Google Sheets connected, so that's what I would say. And to check if I have the Google Sheet connector enabled, I mean, it's going to check itself, but we can also come to connectors. And then we should be able to see Google Sheet. If not, we can connect it. So here we don't see it. So what we are going to do is that we are going to connect that. So now it's checking whether the Google Sheets connector with write access is actually available. And if you need to connect to the Google Sheets or any connectors, you can basically just tell Claude to connect it, and then it's going to help you connect it. So when it's done, as you can see here, we can just click on Save Skill, and there we have the skill saved. And then when you look here on the right-hand side, you can see the skill.md file. Over here, basically just describes exactly what the skills does. So whatever we did on the screen before, in the screen recording, it basically just got converted into this detailed skill.md file. And for things that you really need to do manually, this could be really useful, because if there's no connectors, you can use the screen recording option to be able to record your work, and then Claude can get that done for you. But for any work that you could use the connectors to get done, I think that is still the more precise path. So I think for work that doesn't have the connectors, I think this is a really useful option, because you could just like screen record what you need to do manually, and then Claude can turn it into a skill and then get that done for you on command. So I think this screen recording option is still really helpful in that instance. And I will continue to test this and run this a few times to see what type of workflow would work well with this feature. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and hope to see you in the next one.